Yo, boys, we're back on TikTok. We gotta be really careful with what we say. We don't want to get banned again. Can't mention the G word. We can't mention the M word. I'm hoping this just dumps homework. It just dumps out of the range. Anything out of the range sounds great. Full port NFP. Did you get waked out? You probably got waked out. Good, Roddy. The G word, can't even say it, bro. TikTok keeps banning me. So we gotta be real careful with what we say now. I am bearish today, I think. I think we can hopefully see some sort of breakout of this range. This is our main target going in for the day. If it gets hit, we're probably done. And a pretty mean NFP wick. 8 points. Oh, the micro only had a 20-point wick. The mini, I guess it wasn't too bad. 35. Quite a bit, actually. Why? TikTok just kept banning me. Bias, bearish for going into market. I think we can take out this objective, and then from there it's hard to say. I was actually considering shorting pre-market here with a stop here, but doesn't look like we'll get that, unfortunately. Well, I just chose not to take it, but simple game plan. Ooh, I am already really bearish. I think short today. Yo, Wemby rebounds prediction absolutely smashed. We're 6-0. Nah, I didn't trade NFP. Where have you been? TikTok banned me for a couple days, so we're back. We're good. Just have to be careful with what we say. You played The Walking Dead? I have played that before, I think. Wait, played? No, I don't think I've played that. Maybe TGIF after we hit the weekly low, but I think we're gonna hit the weekly low. Goodbye for today. I'm bearish. Going into open, and then potentially you'll see what happens after that. But bearish going into open. What do you want to see? Ideally, some sort of move higher. Maybe this gap. Long 930 open. Doesn't sound like the worst idea, but it's not going to be what I'm looking for today. So I think I've decided, guys, on the fundeds, we're just going to keep risking 150. And we're just going to keep it at 150 per trade with a 300 max loss per day. So if I lose 150 on trade one and I want to go to 75 risk after or 100 risk so I can get more trades on the day, sure, we can do that. But I think for just going forward, we're just going to stick with 150, 300. I don't want to de-risk to 75 or 100. So we're just going to stick with that. Um, Just so we're all on the same page. My live account, I will go down, but we're not trading the live account until next week. So just fund this for today. Um, what's your conditions for the day? We're not in a losing streak, but we're in drawdown on the funded. But like I said, I'm not gonna de-risk. I think I'd rather just keep risking 150 throughout the whole. I lost the other day. Don't. What other day? That was probably a long time ago. No, I don't own full port NFP. Why bearish? Because of the order flow, and we have a very clear objective, which is Monday's low. It's a very good chance that. So I'll give you guys some numbers. You guys ready? Let's say hypothetically we stay below this. Okay, see this NWOG. Whoops, NWOG low. If we stay below this, there's a almost a 75% chance that even higher. I think it's almost 90. So there's two scenarios in play today. Scenario one, we take out low of week today, right? So we hit that blue line today. That's the highest probability, in my opinion, given just the order flow. That's scenario one. Scenario two, we immediately go up. Yeah, Tuesday low. We go up and we trade back into new week opening gap. That's scenario two. ES is the weaker asset. So we'll be on ES today. There's two likely scenarios. That's scenario one. That's scenario two. Obviously, it doesn't have to happen in morning session, but that's why we have to follow our model, right? If we trade into the 15, there's going to be a 30-minute that forms right above 9:30. We're going to have a huge regular trading hours gap. So what do you want to do when there's a huge regular trading hours gap? You want to fade it being filled, right? We have Tuesday low of week here. So we've worked in NWOG, and now we've displaced below NWOG. This is Tuesday's low. That's the idea, right? What would change my bias is if we break above here. If we break above this here, then we can start looking for objectives over here. Now, what happens after we take low of week? That's a different story. Scenario two, lower probability. As of right now, yes, but I'm only saying that because of the order flow and how large the regular trading hours gap is going to be. We're going to have a huge RTH gap. It's unlikely to be filled when it's this large. Like, what is it going to be here? We're going to have like an 80-point gap. More. The gap will be, yeah, around 85 points. So you guys are getting unbanned. Thank you. Yeah, we just have to be careful what we say going forward. You can use it. NWOGs, you're going to keep that up for the whole week, brother. Are you treating org the same as NWOGs? So you expect it to get filled? No. There's very different. You use it the same, but not in every single time the same narrative. In this case, I don't want to see 50% org get hit. Do not want to see that get hit today. I would not expect org to get hit. I would expect like maximum 50%. That's like the most. But realistically, I would want to see it respect just the lower portion. If we start going into the top portion of org, that's a sign that we may not be bearish. Yeah, funded account today. No, for me, I'd only flip bias if we get above here. So it's pretty much like if we disrespect this 30-minute gap. So we'd have to pretty much be trading all the way up here, in which case we can maybe take a scalp 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. targeting NWOG. Welcome back to TikTok. Thank you. So pretty simple game plan. We're going to risk 150 per trade. Make sure we follow the rules. 300 max loss on the day. And that's probably never going to change. Leave it at that. We'll be on the S&P 500 today. Let's just say hypothetically we get like a 10 point stop is 3 micros. So we'll probably get around 2 or 3 today. Show us the NWAG. It's right here. You can go back, label this opening price and closing price. Of course, there could be a reaction, but it's about probabilities. I think we're more likely to go down. Good, Mustafa. I'm bearish going into open. If we start breaking above here, then we'll be flipping bias. How's your Lexus going? It's still going, bro. All good. No complaints with that. So we got 3 minutes until market open here. No live account today, just funded. Test out the trade copier. It seems to be working good. Measuring discount premium, how do you know when to use or not use the wicks? I always use the wicks personally. Can you show us how to mark opening range gap? So first switch to regular trading hours. You're going to see it. This is the opening range gap closing price. So the first anchor point is yesterday's closing price. So this candle, the last candle, and the closing price. So you can anchor that like right there. That's the closing price, right? The next anchor is today's opening price. So we haven't gotten that yet, right? We haven't gotten that yet, obviously, but so you mark out yesterday's closing price, mark out today's opening price. That'll be forming in around 1 minute. So we just have to anchor this point. This one's already anchored. We just have to anchor this once we get in the 9:30 open. Should you be aggressive when building a buffer? Depends on your style. I don't like to be aggressive on fundeds, but some people are aggressive. February was not a winning month for me. We did get one payout, but that's it. Still negative. YouTube likes Hello Week. Wow, guys. Should you build a buffer on 50K? Yes, you have to build a buffer. You don't have a choice. Oh shit, you're in boot camp? Okay, we'll talk. Usually have meetings in the morning, so most likely around 11:15. Most likely around 11:15. Lucid Flex required, but it doesn't require, but you probably want to build one. Should you build a buffer on a 50? Yeah, and on Apex you have to. Unfortunately, you don't have a choice. It's one of the rules. What is that standard deviation line? Those are not standard deviation lines. They're or quadrants. Oh, really? A lot of new people. How much would you build a buffer on 25K? You're gonna need at least 1,500, I believe. How do you measure them? Well, the tool measures them. I don't measure them. You just put on the fib 0.25, 0.5, and 0.75. Okay, there's 9:30 open. So you're gonna anchor this. So we'll just do it like this. Now I don't really care about the upper portion because I don't think that's gonna. I don't want to even see that get hit today. So we're trading higher, and I'll take pretty much any classic model short. So say we sweep out this high, trade in this gap, get a setup. I'll short. Don't need more confirmation than that. If we get one strong candle that closes below here, I'll short that as well. Is there a volume imbalance down there? 12-point stop. I'll take it. I mean, 15-minute gap, SMT. That's all I need. I'll wait for closure. All right, early short here, boys, but we're going in. See if 930 wants to give us the juice. I haven't taken a trade this early in quite a long time. See if this inversion for value gap wants to hold with the SMT. Shorting ES, weaker asset. Not the best reaction so far. But we'll see if it respects. I don't like this when it's extended like that. Actually, do I like it? I don't think I like it. Let's keep it like this. So, manipulate higher, SMT, IFG. Looking for one below these lows. If we get below here, I'll break even and hope we can get through. Because it could get choppy if we take these lows. I haven't set out my new levels. I'm considering holding, but we'll see. We'll see how it trades. Keep making a higher high, which makes you think ES may want to sweep out those equal highs. Hovering the close button here. If I start seeing something I don't like, we'll close early. NY.AM looks pretty weak. If I get like a strong body closure in the inversion, then we'll just terminate early. We don't have to let it come up all the way here. But for now, we'll give this high a chance. Give another SMT there. Yankee looks pretty bullish. So if we get a strong body that closes inside, I'll probably just terminate. But for now, let's trust that classic model. Speed. See if it gets through. Should be going quickly now. If it's bearish, obviously. Maybe it's not, but if it is. I want to see this be treated as a bearish order block. We have to hover the close button here because we may have to get out manually if we see something we don't like a strong body here. I'm honestly even considering just going break even now. I'm going to roll the stop to break even there. And hopefully this can just flush down to the weekly low. So stop covers that new OB. Hoping it can just flush to the weekly low. There it is. Very good flush. And you go. Oh, and you go. Half standard deviation. I'm just gonna stay break even or nothing. I really like my stop loss placement, so I'm really comfortable just to hold this at break even. I'm gonna take one off there. And this one we'll just let it go. I'm taking one off because NASDAQ took the lows. And honestly, I don't even want to set a TP on this. I'm thinking like 712. That at 712. Bias? Hopefully my bias is bearish. I'm literally in a short right now. So if it's not bearish, I don't know what I'm doing. Give me one of those nice sell-off trend days, you know? That's what I'm looking for here, really. Just a nice trend sell-off for 930. Wish I had multiple contracts in here, but I don't. This is the S&P 500. I took it on ES. Would I have taken on live account? Yeah, every trade I would take on funded, I would take on live account too. Took it with 2 micros. Took one off. Got your eval? Nice, bro. This is funded, yeah. Why do you risk so little? It's what I like to risk. I risk 150 per trade. As we could look at it, there might be reversal. I wouldn't say reversal, but retracement is possible. TGIF is possible. He looks like it wants to make a higher high. Thinking about trailing the stop here. 736. There's a minor SMT there. Let's do it. 736, 737. So I'm just gonna trail it out there and secure what I get. Swing high. 7. NQ looks bullish. And I feel like maybe, I don't know if we want to set equal lows and play more of a range bound game. Looks like we'll get out right there. So we'll take it. Pretty good classic model. We got a half standard deviation range expansion, so I can't be mad. Usually I only even look for 0.25, so the fact we even got 0.5 is pretty good. Why don't you flex? What sort of dumb question is that? More important things to do. If this inverses, pretty good sign. I would like to see this go lower now. Are you in sales? Yes. Flexing will bring you more viewers. My goal isn't to have more viewers. I also really don't spend my money anything that's worth flexing. I mostly just invest my money. Another SMT. ES is definitely a lot weaker. It's not even smart. It's just like basic human. Why do you keep asking me if I'm profitable? I mean, depends on your definition. I got 11 payouts in January. Does that make me profitable? I don't know. I made money in 2024 and 2025. Does that make me profitable? I guess with Propfirms. Two. I've traded 3 months on live. I had one losing month, two winning months. 3 months on a live personal funds. I don't think that's enough. Should I lose before? Depends on your definition. I didn't lose much because I never spent much. Why making money if you don't spend it? For my future. Hard to say what this will do. I feel like we really should have flushed down if we wanted those. I mean, we'll take it. We're up around 1-ish R. See if we can risk that 1 R. So we'll probably take one more trade today, risk profits. If we lose, call it. If we lose, call it. And if we win, then we'll see. Probably would want to see the Nasdaq here sweep the high and break, and then we can take protraction short. Still bearish, hasn't changed. We're looking to risk profits today. Looking to risk profits. So it's just under 1 R. Floppy open here. Probably have to wait till 10. Do I have a course? No, not like that. Oh, yesterday's so much cleaner. We had a pretty large move pre-market here. If FEG gets rebalanced, wouldn't that mean that FEG's insignificance has been rebalanced? First of all, no. Second of all, this is not rebalanced. This is repriced. It's only rebalanced if we deliver a buy side through it. We haven't. We just repriced through. There's no body in this upper portion here. So this portion is still in a balance. Now, you wouldn't want to see a body in there if you're bearish. But how many accounts do you trade? Anywhere from 3 to 13 right now. Lucky you took that on ES. It wasn't luck. I decided to trade ES pre-market because I called out that it was weaker than NASDAQ. Free longs. I don't know about free longs. This is the S&P 500. Being profitable is making more than spending. That's what I think. But then again, like if I spent $0, if I spent $100, I made 1,000. Does that mean I'm profitable? Probably not, right? Yeah, looks like we want to wait till 10 a.m. here. Too much back and forth. What do you mean ES is weaker? ES is more bearish than NQ. So if you're bearish today, you would want to be focusing your shorts on the S&P 500. CPI is March 11th. Currency pairs to the S&P 500. Do you have instant accounts? No, I'll never buy instant accounts. You look at both ES and S1 to see for. I always look at both. Yes. If you're on YouTube, you can see the right side. That's ES, and you can see it. But where my webcam is, that's where the YM is. So I actually look at all three. YM's the weakest one. What about the data high? I don't care about data high if I'm bearish. We're bearish on S&P. I'm bearish on all of them. I make passive income from my affiliate code. For people who like me, they use my code. I get some nice passive income. What indicator you got that marks out New York open for you? ICT kill zones and pivots, TFO. I've gotten a payout this month or last. Last month I got one payout. This month, no payouts this month. Do you use LA on top? Do you use LA on top? I don't know what that is. Will you take longs for the opening gap? No. We want to see that not get filled today. What do I think of quarterly theory? Some aspects good, some aspects not. You got 60% off Lucid your code. If you guys ever use my code on any firm, message me on Discord and there's a nice surprise. You think all the premium courses are a scam like PJ? I don't know. I've never seen. It depends what you mean by scam. As long as they're giving you what they say they're gonna give you, that's all that matters. Looks like there we take out the low of week, so. And too long's the data high? No. I'm hesitating on the courses. The new Apex thing is really good. I'm 23 years old. Which aspects about quarterly theory are good? Some of the base teachings of quarterly theory are just completely wrong. For example, they always teach that quarter two is the one that's likely to manipulate, but that's not true. It tends to be more so quarter one, right? So I feel like the whole thing is just based on fallacy. If that whole portion doesn't make sense, then I can't personally trust any of it. Quarter one has the largest tendency to manipulate. Monday or Asia session tends to form, right? It's not quarter two. Ideally, it's London session, but it's not most common. And then they say stuff like, I don't know. What do I do like about it? I like the use of the true week and true day opening prices. But that's not quarterly theory. The quarterly theory is dividing everything into fours. And Q1, Q2, and it's like a cycle. To me, it just doesn't make sense. It's a good framework, though. It's a very good framework. You could look for longs. What's the main ICT mentorship? 2023, I'd say. That really opened things for me. If we got a break above this high, we may take a 1 hour trade. Do these equal highs here? And just say range bound day. For learning who is trustworthy and better, ICT is the most. It's the best. Everyone else just learned from ICT one way or another. So every single course mentorship out there was all from ICT's teachings at the end of the day. Welcome back to TikTok. Thank you. Any trades? One trade so far. We're up 1R. Gonna look to take one more trade. Gonna risk 1R on the day. So we're gonna risk profits. If we lose, we're done. If we win, we're done. If we break even, we'll look for another. Am I still looking to short? No. If we start going below the blue line, no more trades for today. That's it. That's all my short objectives. I don't see anything else. There was that daily volume imbalance. So for me, I want to see, do we break above this high? If so, I'll buy that break with a stop 22 points and a take profit 22 points. 1R trade, risk profits. 22 point stop, so we have to take one contract. Want to choose volume profile and order flow? I don't need it. I have a pretty good read on price, I feel. Because of IC. The last 2 weeks been yeah, it's been tough. It's been hard, at least for me. GatieFall? What? That tweet was just to troll the beginners. Why did Peter have to start being so bad after I got my first funded? Brother, trust me, I've been doing this a long time, and people say the same thing every single time. People were saying that in 2024, 2025. I think that the better thing to say is simply, yeah, I'm considering taking a buy here, risking profits. Be done early on in the day. I'm not to go, man. Just a regular guy trying to get better every day, and I document. That's all. That's all I'm doing. The candle timer on this closure. I don't have candle times. Oh, 2 seconds. I may buy this next candle. Definitely not buying that. Still looks pretty sloppy. Just remember, ICT said they changed the algorithm. Any thoughts on that? Like I said, that was specifically to troll the beginners. It was to troll the beginners. Took a loss on launch, but took re-entry in macro time. Time always wins. Took a re-entry in the macro, and you won. How? We barely moved. Could this set the stage for lower? I still want a short ES. I asked for a 0.5 rate expansion again. Got that once. Maybe 0.25. Yeah. A little too sloppy in here. Yeah, I mean, silver bullet. Yeah, ideally silver bullet, right? But where's the fair value gap? I mean, we don't have a single gap here that's clean, at least. It looks like the market's done. Why would a mentor want to troll his beginners? It's because those beginners didn't do any of the work. He's probably said over 1,000 times that it doesn't change, hasn't changed, won't change. In his most recent videos too. So when he makes a tweet and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it changed," you can obviously tell who hasn't put in any of the hours. Yeah, definitely want to avoid this next 7 minutes. Demo, no. Targeting downside, I'm neutral bias right now. Wouldn't you want that low to be taken on SP to take long after we have that SMT? Sorry, this low? I personally don't. It can come back below this blue line, but if we start spending a lot of time below the blue line, then it's probably not bullish. Right now we're neutral. I don't have a clear bias. I think if we break above this high, then we can run these equal highs. But it's right now it looks still bearish to me. So that narrative is like I'm neutral, 50-50. How do you recommend journaling back-tested trades and data? Very good question. First, let me move my camera a little bit. You need to figure out what exactly you're trying to capture. That's the most important thing. You need to ask yourself, what are you trying to capture? Like, what's the goal of the backtest? Then you'll know how to journal. You caught the NFP? No, I didn't trade NFP. I just shorted here. Small scalp. The only guy I like is Big Shar. He's a cool guy. I like his tweets. He's pretty he's chill. You can tell he's focused on his journey, I think. But trust me when I say, guys, try not to get too caught up in what other people are doing. It's only gonna bring you bad. Don't worry about when other people are failing or when other people are succeeding. Don't let that. Don't let that. It's gonna be between you, your trading, and your journal, right? That's the only three things that matter. That's it. Does your YouTube views tank? I don't know, guys. How much do we have on YouTube? I have no idea. About others' experience. It's not about others' experience. It's about your own experience. It's about your own experience. Just checking the copy trader here. Actually, tweet to take note of 24774, which is NQ previous day low. I'm assuming he thinks it's gonna get hit. Possible long setup. It looks still pretty bearish to me. Doesn't nothing really looks bullish about this. I drive an '08 Lexus. Like the stream, guys? Yeah, would be nice. Oh, we hit it already? Are you sure? I mean, who knows? Maybe NQ will take low of week as well. The only play for higher is a TGIF play, but it's not really showing like it wants to do that. What kind of data size do you recommend? Some people have told me 10 years? For what exactly? For a specific model? I don't think 10 years is relevant. I think the last 4 years is relevant. Lucid Flex for beginners. The reason it's so good for beginners is one, it's cheap, and two, you don't have to pass it in 1 month, so you can take your time. That's what's good about Lucid Flex. I don't know anything about volume profiles. But you said there was not a condition in range week. I did say that. This doesn't look like a range week anymore. Look at the weekly candle. It's a huge sell-off, right? Yes, we had consolidation early on in the week, but consistency rule. Use Lucid Flex. There's no consistency rule. You think you can make 7 figures from trading? Do I think I can, or people in general? Back below the weekly low. We have 10 a.m. news. No. Almost said impossible. What about the people who've made more? ICT did talk about there was a range. Yeah, there is a range TJF condition, 40 to 60%. What up? How you doing, Gatie? What's up, brother? Is it possible from Propfirms? It's of course possible. You might get banned. Appreciate you, Curtis. What about the people that made 9 figures? Yeah, NQ is not at the weekly low. There's an SMT. Okay, now we have our opening range defined. Opening range defined. And I'm still in the premise that if we break above this high, I can look for these equal highs as a scalp trade idea. And just 1R, risk profits. And then call it for the day if we're wrong. 22. 22. All right, let's try. That's not the best fill, but it's fine. We're risking profits anyways. We'll see if we can add another contract if it retraces here. So risking profits would mean stop loss. While we're at it, we'll set this at org 25 as well. 771. I'm gonna risk my profits here, guys. If we lose and we're done for the day, let me do some math. 120 divided by 5. So 24-point stop. So that's the idea. Just market structure shift, expecting a run on equal highs. Market structure shift labeled here. Not the best fill on that, but it's okay. Pretty much a 1-to-1. Risking profits only. Not that it's a rule break. The breaker is there. It's a good setup. The fill's not the best, but the setup is there. Right? It's still a breaker. Breaker entry. Yeah, we should be able to snipe that 770. Realistically, you can put your stop like the bottom of the breaker, the bottom of this gap. But I'm just gonna risk what I made. Just gonna risk what I made. Part of me wants to see if I want to pyramid in this breaker and then make it a 1R. I want 1R risk. Worst case, we're down 1R, we walk. Best case, we're up. Even if we are bear, so I still think we'd run these equal highs. So I think this is a really good trade. We may stay heavy here. How to use opening range? You look at the quadrant levels. You could use it like any other range. Like if it was my first trade of the day, I'd probably pyramid in here. I just do it anyways and risk 150. Because then we'd be risking 150. Be up 150. No, I think we'll just leave it. We'll just risk profits. Lucid Flex is pretty good. Why longs? Because I think it's going to go up, obviously. It sometimes turns off by itself. You have a yearly income goal? No. Just try to do my best. Why you long? Because I'm bullish. For the confluences, we swept the weekly low twice. Nasdaq couldn't make a lower low. Divergence. Looking a little bit more range bound rather than sell off trend day. So I think we can come back for these equal highs. We got a breaker block inside the macro and 10 a.m. expansion play. Logic is definitely there, yeah. What's the body of this candle? I think we formed a 3-minute gap, 2-minute. This is a good scalp for those equal highs after. Yeah, so it's a good scalp. So that's why I'm risking profits. I want to risk 120 to make around 120. Ideally, 150. If we can get to 150, that'd be good. Better. This is the S&P 500. You could take it on the Nasdaq. It's a little bit more bullish. If we break above here, then we can trail stop in pyramid one. We'd have to break above here. Risking 200. That's pretty good risk, I would say. My stop loss is about to get hunted quick. Okay. I believe this will just chop around the 0.4 to 0.6. That's quite a hey, if it wants to chop around there, I'm fine with that. That's pretty high up. I believe that we will, yeah, that's pretty far away. I would risk about 200 or 250, whatever you're comfortable with. Everyone should know their number. I thought you was short. I did short. Data highs, I don't know if we can get up all the way there. I'm just looking for an easy one-to-one scalp. Risking profits on the day. There's going to be a 3-minute gap there. Why are we entering on this trash PA? Because I think it can go higher, obviously. 4 hour candle close above 50% of FEG. Not gonna like that bullish narrative. Can't take a trade like that though. It's a pretty good trade. Nice breaker. Fair value gap. Old inversion in here as well. There's a lot of levels right here. 10 a.m. open. Well, let's leave that like that. Are we short-term bullish? Yes. I entered off the breaker, but I didn't get the best fill. This candle came up pretty fast. I want to buy it above this high. I'm in the same trade. What did you enter? Yeah, the breaker, but it's obviously not the best fill. If this trade was yesterday, we'd be at TP already. Yeah, this was pretty much the setup we got yesterday, right? He looks like AMD. You feeling it dumps lower? It's possible. We disregarding the hourly gap. Currently targeting it on the S&P 500. Your band. Mark out the gap here. If we lose this, we'll be done for the day. I don't want to end the day red. You want to train London is far better than New York session. Unfortunately, I mean, if that's your session, that's good. Yeah, NQ did get the hourly gap. ES didn't. I was kind of hoping ES would get up there too. Looks like it probably won't, but I mean, we'll see if we respect this. If you are bearish, this is a pretty good short model. Hmm. See no reason to short. The hourly gap. The only reason we'd want to come below here is if NQ also wants to take out the weekly low, which is pretty far away. But if you guys are on YouTube stream, you can see. If, in my opinion, if we get below here, I think NQ wants to go all the way down there, personally. Anyways, looks like we may be done for the day. We haven't invalidated the gap just yet, but obviously if we were bullish, we probably would have went higher already. We formed a bearish fair value gap. Next objective, November lows. It's possible. See what it does inside this gap. Is it higher probability to continue? I would probably call it. If you're in short now or long now, it's hard to say. Like if you're in a trade, I wouldn't just call it, but I'm only risking profits, so we'd have to break above here if I'm going to move my stop. Could I pyramid that? I couldn't. It came down too far low for me to pyramid. It's not seek and destroy. Seek and destroy would be constantly running buy side and sell side. We do get the inversion. Not really a point in me moving my stop loss. Save myself 15 bucks. Suppose 726. We never inversed the fair value gap, but we did come down very strong. I do wish I could pyramid here, but I would be risking more than profits. It's a good pyramid. But honestly, is it a good data pyramid? Also, probably not, right? So not only would I be risking more than my profits on the day, which means I could turn a green day red. That's the one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to turn a green day into a red day, right? That's one thing you definitely don't want to do. So I really don't want to lose more than I already made. So yeah, we'll be up around 20 bucks if we get stopped out on this. Accumulation, expansion, retracement to those equal highs. Looking at the NASDAQ, that looks pretty clear, I would say. Now, I don't mind pyramiding. I just don't want to pyramid and lose more than what I risked. If I bring my stop to this, call it this balanced price range. So let's just say hypothetically, do some quick math. I could pyramid this and I wouldn't be risking more. I am tempted to pyramid this, but I'm also tempted to keep my stop at the low and not pyramid. Maybe let's wait for another confirmation. Let's wait for a protraction first. Although this is technically a protraction, but let's wait for the more information here. Because I can always pyramid it like here and then trail here. So if I can trail it there, that's an 8 point. I can for sure pyramid an 8-point stop, right? 2 times 8 times. Yeah, I could for sure pyramid that. For sure pyramid that. So we'll see if it gives us something a little bit more like this. Otherwise, we probably just miss it and it's gone. I think it just may be gone. I think we just keep the stop there. This is funded. $9.30 open. There's no pyramid that makes sense. That's the issue. 3-minute gap could go 50% of this wick. Stop at 729. I don't think we'll get it, guys. We'll just have to let this one go. Keep saying error. You probably have to sign the Tradeify agreement first and enable trading view. Hopefully we get one more protraction. One more protraction would be great. It is choppy. That's why I don't want to. That's why I'm not aggressive with it. Otherwise, I'd move my stop right here and just add. But I really want to be cautious pyramiding into this sloppiness. I don't want to lose more than profits. That's the most important thing here. And I don't want to just give this trade a bad stop loss because I want to make more money. How do we know we are bullish instead of retracing? I am bullish because I'm expecting a deeper retracement. How many points to the equal highs? 15. $75. That's not much, man. It's not much. I'm gonna trade potato market. It's not de-risked. It's risking profits. Could trail here and then slam the trade, but how high is NQ going? That's the real question. I feel like NQ wants 830 maybe. Surely risking profits means greed. Whatever you want to call it. I disagree, but I'm not here to argue with you. Stop for a single tick, and now price going up. That's painful. The other day I got stopped on the same tick. How about that? Not even one extra tick. On the exact tick. Do you trade CRT or ICT? I trade using ICT concepts, but I have my own system. Take this OB. That's an aggressive OB. It is a protraction model on NQ. It hasn't even formed on NQ. I probably wouldn't trust that. I like it with the inversion. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it personally. About to crash so bad all the way to the lows. Well, good thing I have a stop loss, I guess. I made a long earlier in NQ. Should I hop off? Depends on your protocol. Why did you take that trade early into the session? I don't consider it early. I need to change time frame quickly. Just type 3. I'm using my keyboard right now, and I'm typing. Surely we can get at least half a standard deviation of this. I think we can get over 25. If we get above these highs, I'll go break even. You do any pre-market trades? Oh, so rarely. Like pretty much never. It would have to be like a fully, discretionary trade or something just a little bit very obvious, and I just take that. Still have the same risk on evals? No, I risk way more on evals. Above these highs, we break even. How long? It's a downtrend. Retracement play. PGIF. Shawarma market. Shawarma trades. That's the new name. Are they asleep? Probably. This market's pretty difficult. Sideways, war, range bound. About 8:30. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drag this. That fill was bad, eh? We did get the 10-minute immediate rebalance, so 750. Is that 750? 74975. Is there a 5-minute immediate rebalance? Yeah. I suppose we can just leave the stop here and see if we get another one arm. We got the equal highs. Kind of want org 25. I mean, what are we risking here for? It's $50. It's kind of worth it, to be honest. Why are you long biased? The failure to get below here, the strength of the NASDAQ, the relative equal highs left, and TGIF condition. Expecting a retracement. You guys are going for data highs, huh? On the NASDAQ? It's fair. I like 8:30 open on the NASDAQ. I like 845 buy side on the NASDAQ. Why I haven't closed yet on the ES. I'm in with ES, yes. Correct. And if we break even this, we'll look to take another trade risking profits. Because this could actually move lower now. It's possible. And those equal highs, that was the main draw. We do still have this gap here. I probably want my stop at the bottom of that replaying busy 4750. I might aggressively trail here. Nah, just leave it. What time do you guys wait for manipulation? 9:30, always. Can you have two charts when backtesting? Yes, you can. What time frame? This is a 1 minute chart. Trailing hard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fair. I'm a little bit money based here. I mean, I guess we can secure the winning day at on Lucid at least, right? With 750. 4 times 5. I mean 5 times 5 is 25. So I mean that would secure winning day on Lucid at least. Have to go 5-2. Five three. I mean, at least we'll secure the full 1R. No, this is one of 8 funded accounts being copy traded. Live account I take on my phone. Not trading my live account this week. I'll be back next week. What makes you trade so confidently? All my backtest hours. That we'll get out here for 3. This candle would have to immediately come back up, which I don't think is likely. Put this at 754. So at least we secure a winning day. So 1R. We're to backtest for free. Trader Kaza is an option, but I would highly recommend you find a way to get TradeZella. It's more important than any funded account, eval, not all that stuff. You have to invest in that, really. It's pretty much essential. So just securing about 40 bucks. Wasn't these longs my broker took me out? Why'd they take you out? FX replay is not bad. FX replay is not bad. I do favor TradeZella, but FX replay is not bad. Okay, so we're out there. We got the winning day. I guess there's really no point in risking that. Because we were at like 125 profit, so there's really no point in just ending the day there. But 150, and it's a winning day. It's a free trade later down the road. Do some journaling. So if you guys don't know, we journal every trade we take on live stream in the Discord. I'll journal some other trades too, but mainly it's just the Discord. Mainly it's just the live stream. So if you guys want to join the free Discord, you can see all the journals. What's the date? Oh, journals in here. Friday, March 6th, 2026. Trade number 1. I'll stick with the old names. I'll stick with the old names for now. Finally, some speed. All good. Classic model long. Or sorry, classic model short. Um, IPG entry. Results. Plus 1.2 R. Trade number 2. Reversal model long. Breaker entry. Really bad fill, but we got the breaker entry. Results. Plus 0.3 R. Oh, I just realized this is 0. Yeah, it's possible we got wicked out. It's okay though. This is really going higher now, huh? It did us a little bit dirty. Did us a little bit dirty. Did us a little bit dirty. Was there something under? 4 minute. Damn, one tick, huh? 754. Yo, what is this? This thing didn't even hit. I got stopped out at. Wait, hold on. I got stopped out at 654. Oh, okay, 2 ticks. Yeah, right to TP, huh? A little painful. Little painful. But it happens, I guess. Let's see if it goes straight up to 25%. I mean, realistically, I would have just trailed probably like here. So, if we're being honest, I probably would just trail. So what I'm hoping is it doesn't hit 25%. Oh, there's the high actually. So maybe that is a close. That's the NQ objective. I don't even want to look at this, to be honest. I'm just happy to be done the week. Notes. First profits. Secure winning day. Market was sloppy. Definitely could have it up with more. Take it. I mean, we can't complain because it was sloppy on the short too. Like, look how long it took to get here. So we missed out on that. And then here we get wicked out, missed out on that. So no complaints. No complaints. At least we get out with some little bit of a win. So that's the journal. I want to remind you guys something very important here. I can't talk about it too much. I'll write it on screen. The G word. I really hope TikTok doesn't ban me. TikTok, if you're listening, this isn't even breaching the terms and conditions, man. It's not a scam. How many years you need to be profitable? I ask all of you guys. Depends on your definition of profitable. What's your definition of profitable? Why ICT say they have changed the algorithm? He said it so he can provoke the newer beginner trader who did not watch his content. I think that's why I did. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I know I'm calling it early, but what do I think can happen here? Very slow-ish trend, or like nothing. Data high on Nasdaq is possible. We're almost there. If you took the long on Nasdaq, well done. 10-12 was a pretty good setup. 10 a.m. silver bullet protraction model. We took that on ES. The fill wasn't the best. I really wanted to pyramid here. That could have been a lot better, but you only trade ES? No, not always. Do I use TradeZilla to journal or back? Both. Both. Although I do most of my journaling just talking to myself. I guess we'll stay here, answer a couple of questions, and then we'll call it a day. Hey, bro, I use your code for Lucid. How do I join the giveaway? If you use my code with any Propfirm, message me on Discord, please. That's how I can add you. That's how I can add you. I trail my stop here if I was in the trade. I would trail right there and just keep letting it go. That was my last trade. We took 2 trades already. Just 1 hour on the day, but I'll take it. Blue cam call will be 11, 11:15. Suppose we can do 11 a.m. We'll do 11 a.m. Oh, the NBA play. You want to go 7-0? Daddy, why long? We're bearish. Who's we? You or me? NBA play today. There is a couple. I had a couple in mind. I'm leaning towards best play of the day is Hornets spread. That's what I'm leaning towards. That's what I'm leaning towards. I'm also leaning towards quad points. Hold on, let me solidify one singular pick and see the lines. Kawhi needs to score 28. Alright. I think the play. Play. I don't know. Yeah, I need more time. 1 sec. I am like my initial instinct was Hornet spread, but Miami's an annoying team sometimes. What's the percent you pay? It's pretty high. It's very high. Give me a sec here. Let me lock in. Because we're on a 6-0 streak, so I want to make sure we're getting the best pick. Tilting day, I got souped at 10. That sucks. It happens. It does happen. Boom, 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 boom. The play could always be Knuckle 20 points. There's so many decent plays, bro. I'm leaning towards Hornets -7, bro. You're not 1 day from payout. You're X amount of days. Right, we talked about this. You never need to think about it as 1 day away from payout. It's X amount of days following your rules. I think that's what we're going with, bro. My gut says Hornets spread. They're on a freaking rampage. I don't think Miami has a chance against them. They're fully healthy. They got the big guy. Do they have the big guy for Bam? Diabate's there. You can take. Yeah, bro. I think the play is either. Yeah, bro. It's Hornet spread, bro. It's kind of a risky play, but well, they've been killing it, bro. And they're home. They've been absolutely dominating. They beat the Celtics. They just came off a 17-point win and a 20-point win. When's the last time they played Miami? Like Miami doesn't know what they're about to go against, bro. They lost last time to Miami. That was NBA Cup. Yo, wait, low-key, Miami destroyed them the last 2 games. Maybe that ain't the pick, bro. But then again, they also got destroyed by Boston, and then here we are. They're destroying them. I'm sticking with the gut. That's. No, I'm not actually doing the sports betting. I'm just giving the picks. I just give you guys 1 pick on stream, and we're on a 6-0 calling streak. So let me solidify Ivan. Ivan's the only person here who. Did you place it already, Ivan? I don't know if you're even signaling it, but I want to really solidify a pick. I'm also looking at Denver, New York game. And I feel as if I'm actually kind of leaning towards Mikal Bridges for 15. I think he can get 15. You're still waiting? There's a lot of good lines, like a lot of solid ones. Christian Brown's line's at 10.5. Wait, is Jokic playing? Oh, yeah. His rebounds line is 13. By the way, Jokic hit the PRA yesterday, so. Wait, I have his PRA line at 48.5. I like OG and Anunoby. I also like Mikal Bridges 2 threes. He's been shooting them, just not hitting. Hold on. He shot 2 against Toronto, though. Depends on how much he shoots. We are a tick away from data high. Did anyone get one ticked? Sorry, guys. I'm chilling here now. Getting a little bit comfy, but. Super Flag's back today. You could always put. Wait, Jason Tatum's back? You ever just take Tatum PRA? 20.5. Surely he can get that. He's an average. I mean, definitely going to be minute restriction. Maybe that's not the play. I don't know. This is tough, bro. You have a free mentorship? YouTube, I teach my model for free. I think we lock in Hornets spread, bro. That's the play. It's Hornets spread. Just Hornets spread. I don't think overthink it. If you're like 50-50, you don't like that line, I would take Mikal Bridges, points or threes. But I think I'm gonna lock in Hornets spread, bro. They're on a rampage. And if they can't beat Miami, I hate the Miami team. I think they can just get it done. They lost to Orlando. Miami's most recent game, they beat Brooklyn. They lost to the Bucks, Philadelphia. They lost to Boston. Miami's a weird team, bro. I'm locking it in. I'm done overthinking it. I'm locking it in 7. The line's at 7 for me, and I would take that. It's at 6.5. What do you think about shorts if you missed New York Open? Probably wouldn't look short. I probably wouldn't even trade. To be honest, 250 points trade, 10 on Arvis, 25 points. Called it on here. Nice. Took 2 trades today. We're done for the day. Anyways, boys, I'll sit here and answer questions for about 5 more minutes, and then we'll call it. You do CPI news sometimes. You're not gonna catch this obvious short. I don't think it's that good of a short. Good, Nate. How was your trade today? We're good. Today was good. 2 small wins. We bricked every prick. Oh, you're Nate, bro. Nate, I'm 6-0, bro, on straight picks so far on stream. We did one pick a day for 6 days in a row. We're 6-0, and they're all straight picks too. We called Detroit money line when it was 50-50 against OKC. We called Spurs money line when it was 50-50 against the Raptors. We called Philadelphia spread when it was against, I think, Miami. Um, we called Wemby rebounds yesterday. We called Hawks money line when they were not even the favorite. And we called Jokic PRA, I think. No, or I don't know. There's another one. Can you show me NQ? NQ's right here. So today I'm calling Hornets spread. I'm a little bit more iffy about this one, but I think they can get it done, bro. I genuinely think they're gonna come out at home and just start splashing threes like no tomorrow, and they'll be up like 20 by the first half. Like that's what I'm picturing in my mind. They're on one, bro. They're on one. I think straight picks is the only like actual good way. The parlay shit does not work. Um, well, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through to the live stream. I will see you guys live tomorrow at 9:15. Oh, sorry, not tomorrow. Yo, you want to know what's crazy, Trey? Actually, I'll never forget this moment. I put a bet for my on my girl's phone. It was for $800. It was like a free $50 bet. So I was like, you know what, we're doing it. 25 legs. Every single leg hit except Luca 25 points. He had 24 points in the fourth quarter. Like to start the fourth quarter. He didn't score a single basket. And he missed 2 free throws when there was like a minute left. I didn't even it's not even about the money. I just wanted my girl to celebrate, you know? Because I know she would have been like, what the hell? We made that? It was devastating. I watched him miss the 2 free throws and I'm like, there's no way you didn't score a single point. And it was just I'm pretty sure it was just like least scoring fourth quarter of like history or some shit too. Like record break. I'm be breaking records out here. So honestly, I think the parlay stuff is rigged. You can't be doing parlays, man. I think if you realistically, I don't think anyone should be doing that anyways. I don't think it's profitable. If it's like a little bit of a side fun thing, that's one thing. Like you do it for fun on the side. But like if it's a hobby, but it's an expensive hobby. Yeah, bro, that 24-point game, besides one game he got injured, is literally his second lowest. Oh, I guess he had a 19-point game. I'll never forget that moment though. It's always one with the. Yeah, it's meant to be just fun. It's not for. I don't think I can run a quick round of chess, Sonu. Possibly after though. I don't place bets, Sherb. I don't do that unless I have a free bet. Then I will. If Apex Dashboard says the rebuilding date is March 11th, can I trust that I have the whole day to trade? I actually have no idea. I don't know if it goes by time. Short might be the plate. I don't know what objective is clear. Um, but yeah, sometimes my app gives me like a free bet. They give like here's some money, or they'll be like if you deposit 50, we'll give you 50 free. Then you can do that. Take out your 50, and then you know. I won't think I'll have time before 11. So let me go do what I got to do. I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I'll see you guys live on Monday, TikTok and YouTube. Hopefully, we can take these small 2 wins and make it into some nice streak. Um, Also, hopefully I can finish what's it called? I can finish the code. Hopefully I can finish my new model, and I can, not my new model, but my new kind of trading system, and update you guys on that. Yeah, so how much are we up? Yeah, we're up around 170, so still down 1R on the accounts, but we're not gonna rush making it back. I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys on Monday. Take care. Stay safe. Don't blow your accounts on Friday. If you use my code with any prop firm, send me a message on Discord. I'll add you guys into the giveaway. And the trade copier I use is called Trade Scale. Yo, Sonu, you know what I've been watching, bro? Actually, no, I'll tell you after. I'll tell you in boot camp. We did edge half a tick. That is quite frustrating.